any of the specific weapon avatars, let me tell you. The one. Do note that you don't have the powers. You have it. It also doesn't work with half bodies. It couldn't actually.
If you want any other weapon, that is up to you.
Certification, including DMG3. Looking at you guys, you two, the corporals who are certified. No corporals wants to switch. The G36 is a fine weapon. I'm asking it.
Switch to what?
No, we will get to that. We will get to that.
Okay. Then I will be on my merit. See.
Oh, I need you. But okay. I wanted to have it a smooth bridge. Just touching on the avatar, the function, new function. Obviously the story, different versions, things I don't. The strap on the bag, IFF tape. Be like pretty much here. Like, but going over to the actual training, touching on that, leadership training. There's different uses where you can, yes, team lead, squad lead, or platoon lead. You can use those individually. You just need to communicate with. So everybody knows. In German meanings, you see if you open the menu, go to equipment, go to IFF tape, then you have IFF on, you have the color at the bottom. In the menu you see from clockwise, white for us means first, like 1, red 2, yellow is 3, blue is 4, and green is 5. You have more than that, like 6, keeps itself white, then 7 is red again, and so forth. It can be used however you want. Like I said, you just need to communicate it pretty much anyone you open. Gives us a little more features and ways to communicate without actually talking. Such for identifying, especially. That's the main reason point, identifying. But you can, in my book, you can he touched on the position. If it's horizontal, it's a normal rifleman. If it's vertical, it's a leader. My book. If you communicate it, if it's the other way around, I don't care. Just know that, well, just tell your soldiers. Yeah, that's pretty much for the tape. We do have different smoke types now, colors of it. The use is, I do not care, as long as you tell wherever you. But, that's that. basically it for the avatar. New features on the avatar that are relatively important to but now I can welcome you to the actual training. Afterward we can go over to the actual training, showcase and the features and this training or how you could use it. Yeah, going to the actual training. I see two Okay, I just got notified that some words were cutting out. In that case, any questions to the previous things I said? With the tape, with the smoke is self-explanatory. For especially you two, and well, them, they joined in on us. Well, you can take your goggles off. You can take a seat. I think we have the time, right? Like it was, what, 5 minutes? What I just explained to repeat. Or, wait, Isaacson, come forward.
Copy.
Since this is also kind of a leadership training in general. Could you repeat what I explained in terms of the avatar in the case of the
So
training?
with the equipment and everything,
Sure.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially
So
the usage, not what's new and so on and so forth.
basically
Training
just
specific.
going
What-
over everything.
Yep.
Okay, so basically with the new equipment that we have a couple of new additions, which is called IFF tape. You can find that by going to equipment, and you will see a couple options there. That is called the tape like team leader positions, which is like the team leader has, which you guys should be able to see on my back over here. If you guys can see that. And if I turn that off, it should be another direction. I forgot what it's called, but it's like different types of correction. So it's like the
That's
upward.
horizontal,
Yeah,
and the other one is vertical.
it's like you have different tape colors. Tape colors. You have white, red, yellow, blue, and green. You mentioned that it was up to the squad leaders after like that to mention about the colors and stuff like that, right? So it's
Pretty
like
much.
that's something that
You can use the colors however you want. In the normal case, or what we usually should use it is the colors have meanings. If you look at the menu from clockwise, you have white, which means 1 or first, red, 2, and so on and so forth. It repeats itself after green, so gets white again for 6. But that's what I said. But you can use it however you want. Just know that you should communicate it down to your team, to your squad. And maybe depends on the situation. Further up your chain, like to other squads and switch. No, well done. You can take a seat again.
Yep.
Okay. That is it pretty much for what we have for this training, at least, on what we have new on the avatar. We do have different colors on the smoke now, but that's the same case. Just communicate it what they mean, and then you're good. But okay, going to the actual training, like it was also already part. Going to the overall training. Why we are here is to, especially, well, you two are new, kinda new, but you three from, well, my branch, well, especially because I communicated down to them, but this is a training about leadership. I want to see, I'm going to tell you a couple of things, I'm going to teach you a couple of things, but I also want to see a couple of things. Like, for example, you just told her to what, or her what I already explained to you. Pretty good. Job on that. But going further, we're going into the actual matter of this. First of all, well, you two can participate as much as you want, or as you can. You can also make suggestions and guesses how much you want. Nothing is completely wrong. Everything that you say is definitely a thought of yours, which I am going to process and find the string, that the reason why you think that. And that's definitely a reason to think of it, if you understand it. Otherwise, for you three, well, you're all Panzergrenadiers, means I can definitely specialize this for us Panzergrenadiers. Well, you are also Panzergrenadier, but you can definitely take part. First of all, it was kinda hinted in the previous trainings that you three had, definitely you three. And I'm going to touch on about after it, but the question is, how much infantry do we have as a squad? Like, you three should know it. What's the amount of dismounted infantry that we have in a Panzergrenadier squad? Just think about the amount of seats in Armada, for example. Puma shouldn't be that much different. It should be the same. So, you raised your hand first. So.
It should be 2 fire teams per squad. Minimum, I think.
2 fire teams per squad. And how many are those? Like, in terms of how many people? How many soldiers? If you say 2 fire teams...
Is it 4? For
not...
riflemen per fire team?
Do you count the leader extra?
Just 4 total in 1 fire team.
Total 4, okay. Not that far off. Oh, in each fire team. In each fire team, so 8 in total.
Yes. Yes.
A little much, but yeah, you kind of get to it. Isaacson, you wanna?
I was just thinking the same number, but yeah, that was what I was thinking too.
Well, for you three, think about how many seats we have in Armada in the back fighting compartment. Yes?
7. There's not an 8th seat.
7?
Yep.
I think you're adding
3 on both sides
someone.
and then the leader.
3 on both sides. In a newer
Pretty
version.
sure.
In a newer version. The older version, I would say that's correct, but the newer.
Oh, okay, okay.
Kind of a tricky question, apparently.
Haven't seen the new one yet.
Well, you definitely have.
Have I?
I haven't either.
Well, definitely. We only trained on a new one.
Really?
Yes, we did. Okay. 7 would be correct on the old one. The new one has 1 less. Means we have 6. Panzer Grenadier Squad dismounted is 6.
Oh, you're
total.
right, you're right. Yep, now I
3
remember.
on the left side, 2 on the right side, and 1 on the back. Okay? Like for you 3, or, well, you as well, right? That's a full squad. Normally, those squads, or, well, it's actually not a full squad in terms of theory, because we have other sizes of military units, you could say. We have the team, which you pretty much touched on. 4 is maybe a little much for a team, but up to 4 probably. Yeah, I can go with that. At least 6 is a squad. Goes up to 9, 10, which would be a bit of more, like a bit more of the Jaeger side, which they have more dismounted infantry of. But as I said, the Panzer Grenadier squad is 6, so a little lower. And then we have the platoon. Like the full squad on the Panzer Grenadier are the vehicle and the dismounting squad. Meaning you in total have 9 plus the Marder or the Puma, give or take. A platoon is consisting about 4 squads. So 4 times a squad is a platoon. Normally. We can have a depleted or half of it or whatever you want to get. Well, since we are more Panzer Grenadiers here, we will take the Panzer Grenadier as it. And meaning we will have a Panzer Grenadier squad consisting of 6. Well, you're kind of 5 now. You're not taking part in this. But question to you 3. What roles do we have in the squad? Like especially to you 3, but you can also answer, of course. Like we have different. So obviously we have different weaponry, but which weaponry, which roles do we have in the squad? Yes.
We have well, we are equipped to fight enemy vehicles as well, so that will be the Panzer 3. And then we also have more of the suppression weapon as well, which is the MG3, and then the regular infantrymen. So yeah.
Okay, well, we are limited in the Panzer Grenadier squad, dismounted Panzer Grenadier squad. But you said Panzerfaust. Yep. Do you also know how many we have per squad? Usually?
Usually, well, I think we will have at least between 3 and 4 Panzerfausts with us.
Okay. Think about that. We have 6 men, and we have pretty much 4 different types of weapons. Do you have 3 or 4 Panzerfausts then? Probably not. Anyone else? Make a guess.
2 Panzerfaust, an MG, and then regular infantry.
I will go with the 2 Panzerfausts and the MG. Regular infantry, more or less. But which one? Like specifically? We have specific. For you 2, definitely. Explanation: we have different roles in our squad, and in the Panzer Grenadier squads, those are defined pretty much without any space to adapt or like change. Yep. 2 Panzerfaust, 1 MG. Do we have any other weaponry?
Isn't
Yeah?
there a possibility of there being a grenade launcher somewhere in there?
Definitely. Do you have any idea who is that? Who would be that in
Wild
the standard
guess,
circumstances?
co-lead
That's
gets one.
Colid, indeed. Correct. Somebody remembered? Any other weaponry that we have? You're saying way too much. Any guesses? Like, Sally, Hildegard? Do you know what what
Standard
types
issue
of...
G36.
Of course, yeah. Well, not wrong, right? Who would have a G36? I know we are going a bit deep into this. This should be a little shorter, but well, it's important. Who would have a normal G36? Like we have an MG, we have 2 Panzerfaust, and we have somebody with a
The
grenade.
lower
launcher, but
enlisted.
lower enlisted? Well, we are all pretty much lower enlisted in the back. That's the gist of it. But
Would it also be the
that's
team
also
leader?
that's also not wrong. It's also not wrong. And yet, definitely what you said and last. The team leader, the squad lead, the team lead in our terms, also has a normal G36. You said lower enlisted. Well, apart from the MG, the Panzerfaust also have a normal G36. The grenade launching person, the co-lead in this case, also has a G36. There's one thing we are missing. Is that a hand raising?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
okay.
Oh no, me too.
Were you, okay. You almost threw me off for a second. Just a guess, would there be someone that does have a G28? Like just one?
This is going a little deep if I explain it fully, but yes, you can have a G28, which would be the assistant machine gunner.
Yeah, because he's like the marksman. You can spot.
Yes, we have all kinds of weapons. That's what you can remember. Just the amount of it is important, and well, for us, where they sit and their task. Okay, well, not to hang on to that too much. The roles are pretty much self-explanatory if you think about the weapons, right? Or any questions to them? Any questions to who has what task in with what weaponry? No? Okay. That's better. A little bit of time. That's good. Okay. Then, especially for you three as possible team leads, thank you for drawing it out. Let's see. Are you missing the grenade launcher on second person and mark them as like leader and co-lead? But then you're correct, definitely. Thank you for drawing that.
Don't spoil the next update.
Okay, well, enough talking about the roles and the squad itself. For you as team lead, I'm not gonna talk much about what you how you should present yourself. That's up to you. And if you're in that position and people see you in that position, that's one thing. And if you fit into the position, definitely another thing. But it always is the case that you are in this position. They should listen to you, no matter if you're doubting yourself, your decisions or whatever, because that was taught in the past. Don't worry about this. Everybody needs to calm down, think a bit, because especially you as team leads, you need to think about a lot of things. We're going over a couple of things in a bit, but you need to go over a lot of things. You will not only need to know this, what they can do, what they should do, because they need to be looked over. You need to look around you. You need to see your terrain. You need to know the advantages, the disadvantages. You need to pretty much know everything. It's just normal that you as a human being maybe get a little overwhelmed and need to think about it and not immediately shout out orders or something. Yes, good to take the initiative. It's good if you think quickly, if you are practiced in this environment and you are practiced in the situation, but don't overdo it. Like, don't hesitate, don't make quick decisions, because they definitely could be wrong. Like, think about it twice, and then give the order, for example. Because we're trying to achieve our objective alive. Okay? And see, that's important. Doesn't, like, you know, for me as a platoon lead, for example, I want my squad leads to do their task. Not to do their task fast, not to do their task perfectly, but I want them to do their task. And also bring it up of yourself, like show initiative, as I said. If you think something could be advantageous, something could be good for your squad, for your situation, for your platoon, then definitely take the initiative. This can be rewarding. I'm not saying be quick, be thoughtful is probably the thing that you want to be. Not overthink it, of course, but you take your couple of seconds, collect your thoughts about everything, really, everything. Your squad, enemy squad, or the enemy in general, your situation, ally situation, anything. You can definitely give a better decision or give a better order than if you immediately want to do something. Okay? That's the one thing that I want to touch on the appearance of the squad lead. Okay? The team lead. Yes, you lead from the front. You show your squad that you are also in it. It gives motivation to the squad, of course. But we're not here to do suicide missions, okay? We all want to get out, as well as you and me want to get you and your squad out. Okay? Then, well, I already touched on the next topic, the overall situation. Be mindful of what you have, what the enemy has, and your surroundings, your terrain. I don't really need to add much to that. Like, I already explained a little. That should be it for this training. And what I just told you are the elements of a team lead. Like, you need to know what you need to know. And all of this, that's your element. And that's what you need to think of. You don't need to fight. Like, you have your G36, yes. You could fire and lay down a little more fire down to the enemy, so we achieve fire superiority. But in best case, you don't. In the best case, you lead. Okay?
Okay. To illustrate your decision-making thing, right? What the lieutenant said, you can't make the right decision always by basing yourself on the same facts, right? There is no one simple solution. So you have to think of it this way, okay? You're a squad leader, and your goal is not to win or to do the objective, okay? Right? Because that's your squad's or your team's goal, right? You're trying to get from point A to point B. Point B being your objective or the success of your mission. On the way, there's going to be an obstacle, right? That obstacle is something you have to overcome, whether there's enemy defending or whatever. Your goal as the squad leads is not to think how to, we need to get to point B. It's how do I get there the most efficient way? What's the hard part? What's the challenge? And where do I need to get? What do I need to do to ensure that we win? I'm gonna go and ask you guys, if this were a hill and you had to go up the hill, what's the hardest part?
The climb.
To climb. Once you're up there, what's the problem? What's the you know, what is it easy? Is it hard? Did you do most of the job? Did you do half the job? Very simple answer.
Half of
Come on,
it.
you. Half of it. Okay. So you're telling me that once you're up here, from there on it's downhill. Yeah, that's what you need to get. That's the major effect you're looking for when you're fighting. When you're a squad lead in your head, your goal is to figure out what do I do to get uphill so that from there on it's only downhill, right? For example, when you're being assaulted, right? What's the best way to set up the most efficient defensive perimeter so that the specific attack that I'm facing has the lowest or, you know, no chances of succeeding? Or when I'm attacking, what's the best way to flank the enemy given the position they have? What's the best position to take? What's the best approach? That's the thing you should always have in your head. And whether you use the technique we give you in training or come up with your own, you always keep in mind that, yeah, going to the goal is good. Finding the best way to do it is your actual goal. Is that clear?
Loud and clear.
Friend, we call it the tactic of achieving the goal. Pretty much, like,
Major
should be
effect.
explaining it. Our tactic is to achieve the goal. You have the freedom, however you want, like how the Oberfeldwebel said. You can climb up the hard part first, and then get the easier part. But you could also go around and have a way more difficult end part. Because you don't, in this case, for example, you don't have the height advantage. You think about it.
Sometimes the straight line isn't the best answer.
Exactly. But, especially for me as platoon lead, and having you as squad lead or team lead also, is that I want you to achieve the goal. I'm not giving you specific order on how to do it. I want to say we are not in the American army where you need to specifically order every step, which is the case in that, but I'm giving you the freedom to act however you want and see fit to achieve the goal, to fulfill your task.
Checklist is for pilots and mechanics. I don't see any pilots nor mechanics here, so
Exactly.
guess we're doing it our own way.
Just achieve or fulfill the task. How you do it, I don't care. I just want you to fulfill the task. At least in my book. There's a couple of other leaders that may differ, but well, you stand out definitely if you can act on your own. Yeah, that's pretty much about the acting. Or the task behavior. Okay, one relatively important thing, still theory, but after that we go to different other things. You need to learn a bit on how to give your orders, okay? It's not always perfect, especially in the heat of battle or whatever. You will miss out on informations, or you're nervous, you're stuttering, whatever. It doesn't matter as long as you get the point across. What I'm going to give you is a bridge to what do I need to say to my subordinates or to my soldiers to let them know everything they need to know and give them the order to execute. We call it the LAD, which is Lagerauftrag Durchführung. Doesn't matter in this case, but in translation that would be the situation you are in or that you just encountered, the task that we have to do, and then your own how do you call it?
Solution, plan.
Yeah, your own solution to this. So you
Assess.
tell your soldiers what's happening because they need to know. They need to know to also act properly. Then you tell them what we need to do in general, and then you need to tell them what you want to do. Okay? Pretty much it. That's the easiest way of doing it. There's more complicated things, let me tell you that. But these three things, and then like you can do them pretty quick. Like for example, zitieren. Here, rifleman, 200 meters, 12 o'clock. I want you to eliminate them for that. You flank around on the left side. I will keep them busy. Easy as that. They will act on their own, according to the task, of course. They need to eliminate the riflemen on the hill. I will suppress them. That's pretty much it. Like, simple task. Okay, keep it simple. Don't talk too much. I know I'm yapping a lot myself sometimes, but keep it simple. You can use swear words. You can definitely use other things. I think, Isaacson, you feared me. For example, saying "send that bastard to hell" or something. Like we spotted a BTR, send that bastard to hell. Or we are going to send that bastard to hell. For that, we are going to form a tank annihilation squad. For that, Panzerfaust dismount. We're going to dismount on the right side, flanking, annihilate them, get back, mount back up.
Yeah, if you can make it clear and concise, then you won, right? Retaking the example of the lieutenant, if you can say, okay, flank left, I'll cover, that's all you need for a good order. They'll flank from the person understood where they need to flank, what direction, and that they will be under cover. If you can make it that short, that is, good, then you're good. But, that's like, if you can do it. If you still have to explain, then that's fine.
I'm not expecting you to be exact on every data you give. I'm not expecting you to know that hilltop is about 200 meters away. Or is, whatever. The enemy soldier is 170 meters high. I don't know that. I can't even tell. Just approximately. That's the thing. Okay. Quick. And then simple. And for example, Sully and Hildegard, did you understand what I wanted from my Oberfeldwebel when I told the order? Okay.
Yes, I
Great.
understand.
Okay. Then let's make it a little practical. If you have no questions, Any questions to this point? Especially from the later leaders. Very good. Then Gremlin, come forward. I didn't think I would make myself that comfortable on this bank. Okay. Look at those four. You have... Well, we will keep it simple. He's a medic. But you have an MG, a G28, and a Panzerfaust. You're pretty much set up in positions right here. You don't need to go. You're pretty much in position right here, or like behind here. And you see a vehicle coming down here. ETR, let it be that. What would you order to all of them, pretty much?
Well,
Quick,
do
short.
we have a BTR, well, IFV of our own, or are we just all
No.
dismounted?
Just this. That I told you.
Right. Okay.
So you have the medic, you
probably
have the
first
MG, you
step-
have a 28, and a Panzerfaust.
Probably first step, assess distance, whether it's already seen us, find cover or a place to hide,
Mhm.
and then prepare to, well, eliminate it with the Panzerfausts.
And how would you order that? Like, who would you order to do what? Or like, well, in this case, like the BTR, but how would you do it? You've seen examples from me and the Oberfeldwebel?
Sure. I'd ask the person with the G28 to go over those bushes over there where there's some nice concealment and perform some
Or
recon.
you don't need to tell me what you would do. Just order them. Like do it.
Okay. All right. I need my recon to do some recon. Take a look at that thing, tell me how far away it is, whether it's seen us, and then once you get a good bearing on it, inform the Panzerfaust user where it is, what distance, and help him get a shot off. Meanwhile, the MG will look out for any infantry reinforcements. Get it?
Okay.
Understood.
Could be
Do
shorter,
it.
definitely. But that's
Understood.
that's just experience, right?
Yeah.
You could make it definitely shorter. Here, G28. Well, in our case, mostly it's the MG2, but in this case, alone. Here, 1 o'clock. That big bush group. That position. Watch the BTR. Report to me. Distance. Direction they are driving. Then Panzerfaust. Same position. Couple meters behind. Make ready the Panzerfaust. Everybody else stays in their place. Okay? Good. Well, that's good. Thank you. Okay. Well, we do have it. No, we don't. Okay. Well, giving out orders is easy if you know what you have, or what you're facing and what you need to do, okay? For that, for us leaders, we have different, well, elementary or basic things that we need to do in different situations. I'm not going to tell you all situations and how to act on everything. That's what you need to know, or you need to know the basic thing, and you need to like convert it to your own situation, and then you act upon that. Okay? Like with the previous thing, well, I told my Oberfeldwebel to eliminate that rifleman on the hill, but he needs to think, how am I going to approach? How am I going? Like I just told left flank. How am I going to approach? Which bush do I use? Which, like how do I walk? Do I run? Do I crawl? whatever. You need to think on your own. Like, I don't care. Just eliminate that rifleman. Same with this right now. Well, put one on the recon, on the DMR, the G28, or having the sighting and the direction and the distance, giving that information to the Panzerfaust. Very well. If it's coming to us, then you can ready some ambush positions, okay? Most definitely. You have the range, you have the direction, you have the... Well, you have the advantage. Use it. But as simple as that is, giving out the orders, it's not that simple to think about what you want to do. I know that. Well, I definitely know that. I lost my train of thought. Beware at, like, prior to explaining. Okay, yeah. You need to know some elementary things for you to even know kind of what to do, okay? For that we have a couple of elementary things to do in certain situations. You can modify them, you can ignore them, you can fully go at it if it's the exact situation that is explained. But some basic things, basic reactions are kind of required. So as a leader, you need to know how do I act when there is an enemy BTR or like IFV coming at us. Your situation. Okay? You're in a defensive position. You're going to set up some observation. You're going to set up probably an ambush position. What more? Like, yeah. Many of you who have attended a couple of events know a little principle that we know as bounding. So fire and movement. That's also a principle that you need to keep in mind, especially on the attack. That you need to always have somebody watching who is ready to immediately fire on what you're walking onto. If they see somebody poking out, or if they fire on your other half one. Okay? That's one principle, for example. So you get the picture of it. Then, especially for you leaders, one main basic thing that you need to think of in the attack, in this case, is the principle that we call bind, flank, and overthrow. Okay? What you need to picture is you get fired upon, you bind the enemy fire to your front, you take half of your squad or something, an element, an assault element, flank it around, bind the enemy as much as possible, so the flanking element has free movement, and then, well, assault the enemy position. That's one very basic thing that is required in the attack. In this case also, fire superiority, you all have heard it. We want to achieve fire superiority as at all times, like, no matter what. Because then we can act, but the enemy can't. And if we can play our game to the enemy, then we can definitely do anything that we want, okay? Is that understandable? Yeah. A lot of talking, a very lot of talking. I think you three have guessed it, but you two, okay? Well, I'm not gonna... Okay, one more thing, especially for Panzer Grenadiers, that I'm gonna touch on is If we are in our tank, if we are in our Marder or something, and we just drive down the road, and we get fired upon, well, in my book, but in total there are three options that you can do. It's either breakthrough, so you fire all you have on the enemy position and you break through. You continue to drive. Especially the infantry on the over the hatch in the back has to watch for that, like for the flanks of the tank. Then there is the option to stay put and, well, try to eliminate the enemy in the best case, but well, not recommended because you're a sitting duck. And then there's the typical one, aside from the breakthrough. Well, we're getting fired upon. We don't know what, we don't know how many, we don't know anything. So smoke. We're firing on the positions that they fired from. Just like aimless fire from the main cannon of the Marder, and we reverse. Then we consolidate our muscle. Is that relatively understandable for Panzer Grenadiers in this case?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. Because we still have a lot of time remaining, and I want to go away from this theory part because I'm talking way too much. I know this is my element. I'm interested in this. Maybe a couple of you are interested in this. But we also want to see some action, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Definitely, right. Okay. For the organization, I want you to go to the map over there. I'll take a little bit of a setup. We have a good amount of people. So.
I gotta redo my.
Okay, for the best performance of you all, I want you to have at least the these goggles on, the helmet camouflage, these ones, your mask, and okay, we will.
The mask doesn't only serve a purpose of protecting your mouth. Do you realize also that the whiteness of my ginger face should, be very visible in this forest? However, when I put my mask on, it has suddenly disappeared. So this is also camouflage. It's not just protecting your mouth. So that's why putting it on is maybe saving your life more than you think.
Indeed, I think there is a training on that this weekend. Okay. But I said at least the other glasses. You can, yeah, they look way better. But that's just my opinion. I want you to go to the trench 2 over here on the top.
Excuse me, apologies, sorry, I'm
Let's get
just
out of
going
the
through.
trench here in the middle, idle. Just up here. The best way should be there. The smallest
path
part
here.
of it. Here, over here.
We can just use your strong knees.
Oh, that. Hold on. Alright. We don't have that many. I will split you, or I will definitely take one of you, but the rest can stay here. And we will do a couple of scenarios. I'm
we should
mainly
take
observing.
we should take the medic and let the Panzer Grenadiers train together. They don't need a medic. Do they?
To be fair,
we are
we're
like mostly
all
comprised of
let's
say
CLSs, to be fair.
Yes. We're all CLS, apart from
Okay.
Sully.
I will take that suggestion. Then you take the only medic that we have, but we have combat lifesavers, of course. Okay, you.
Well, we'll have to give them the weapons if they're gonna get to. All right. Then you follow me, and we'll go and disappear out of the site because we will be attacking your comrades in a second. All right, follow me.
Alright. Now that they are gone, cheat. No. Who wants to be the team lead of the first scenario? We will have multiple, and hopefully we can have all of you, all of you three, because you're not in the rank to do it. In my book, to do it. Any volunteers for the first one?
Fuck it, sure.
Okay, great. Well, otherwise, if nobody would have said anything, I would have chosen anyone. Okay. Relatively simple task. If we have enough time, we will switch it around. We will use it will definitely use different things for the different scenarios, but we can also switch it around if we have enough time. First of all, I will say, okay, you don't have any certifications, right? No other weapons. Okay, but you can choose who will be the MG, who will be the Panzerfaust. Otherwise, you have, well, somebody with a G30 basically.
Yep.
That will come in handy later, trust me. We have one person not in a special role, but you can choose. But the task is to defend this trench line here, from like beginning from 90 degrees here to the end, and we expect the enemy attack from pretty much this area. Not fully 100 degrees, but definitely in between somewhere. I'm not gonna give you much more information. Be prepared for a lot. That's why I give you a Panzerfaust and MG. I have a rifleman. Take the silencer off. I hate silencers.
Huh?
We are driving in a tank, so we
silencer,
don't
so-
need a
Your
silencer.
silencer.
We have a silencer.
Go to your 36 and turn off. Go to options on YouTube 36 and then untoggle suppressor.
Considering I don't have
No,
full
you
body,
no, you
should
go
it
to
be
options and you go
specified
to
with
suppressor
MG?
because you have it on still.
Well, you tell that to your team lead.
Yeah, sure. I'll take
Well, it's a
personal
tough
preference into account. Go ahead.
Yep.
You
You'll
have
be
a
the
little bit
assistant
of time
gunner
to
and
organize.
you'll
There you
take the
go.
other weapon.
Don't take too much time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that leaves only one option.
We want to.
Indeed.
Yes, it does.
We can.
I got the
since
boomstick.
At some point, maybe we can definitely give Sully a bit of an introduction upon for the Panzerfaust since
Why this,
I'm here.
this is a big one. I
And
need to get
we
out.
are pretty much Panzergrenadiers only. We train ourselves, right? Okay, well, that's basically a. Then you can set up. Your area is the trench. I saw that there is one window on the bunker.
Could be MG.
Just don't go too
We're
much.
allowed to use the
Just
bunker?
you are pretty much allowed to use anything.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
That's the line.
Wonderful.
Like left to right, that's the line. You can go
Okay,
into
so
the
just
bunker,
can't go
but
past
you-
that, basically.
Yeah, don't go
Alright.
past this line from left to right to this direction.
Sounds good.
Okay. I forgot, like, well, sadly the other one is not here, but I forgot one principle that we use, which you should have, or you should know if you have a MG certification, or, well, in general, if you're a team lead, you should be practiced on every gun that we have, and every gun system that we have. But we also have a principle of the MG is a weapon, like it's the focus weapon. Okay? I trained that in my MG training, but I don't know how many others did. Well, definitely is, or the fact is, it's the Schwerpunkt. Maybe you have heard that word. It's the point of concentration of our squad, the maximum firepower that we have, and you want that to be executed at the right time, and you want that to be in the best position. In this case, for example, and I'm gonna give you a tip in this, apparently then, you want to hold the fire on the MG until you seem, or you seem it's the best. Like, for example,
Yep.
enemy is coming over the open field with a couple of people, and they are closing in, and you're not spotted. Closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer. They spotted you, then you say, MG fire. Just spray. From left to right. Should be pretty good. Okay, but otherwise, also in defense, definitely, a principle is that the MG is in a flanking position. Like, it's not in the middle. It's either left or right. Meaning, it's not on. It's not immediately suppressed or something if your trench line is spotted or something. Think of it like that. There's more reasons to it, but that's a good reason to think why not to place your MG in the middle of it.
Yep.
Okay, great. I've heard the others already, so you quickly set up. I will tell them to give it a minute.
Okay. Assistant gunner, MG gunner, you two are battle buddies, don't leave each other's side. You can start out over there, at the end of the trench,
Gabby.
rightmost part of it. You and me, we're battle buddies, and we're going to be on the other side of the trench. A few more plans. So, as Deanspear was saying earlier, you want to lure people into the MG without letting people know that you have an MG. So what you're going to do, assistant gunner, if you see it, or if either of you spot anyone, you're going to be the one that's shooting first. You're going to just, you know, wait for them to attempt to move around you because, you know, you've just got a rifle and that's not that frightening. And then when the enemies get close enough or vulnerable, the MG opens up. Get me?
Yes.
If you
Perfect.
remember the training,
Saxon, you
can
heard
give
that?
Loud and clear.
Great.
If you remember the training, you can give the MG in a specific command. Also, what I
That's
wanted
true.
to tell you is
We're not in a
change
con.
your tape on the back to be
Oh, yeah, your
right.
leadership one.
as your leader.
Yes, true.
I was just gonna remind you about that. Nice.
Okay, so my
Alright,
goggles doesn't
yeah, we're
work,
gonna
so I need
take
to have
white
use a
tape.
new one. There we go.
The most visible tape.
Yeah, other than that, I don't got much for you all. They're probably not going to attack from there, given that we were told they wouldn't, so I would say line up horizontally, not defilade to them. Saxon?
I'm doing your job,
Where
but
you with me?
keeping the MG
Yeah,
propped
die
up on the
machen.
wall, they're gonna
Side to
see the
side,
MG hanging up.
not in a line.
Just thinking they're gonna see the MG
perfect.
bipod, they're gonna see it, so MG if he doesn't keep it hidden at first and then
If they have,
pop it
like,
up.
some crazy fucking binocs or something. Anyway, we're going to the left side of the trench.
Oh, no, buddy.
We can click around here, or we can click in the front here, but let's come to like here because it'll make it much easier for me to talk to the MG team and such. I like that idea. Visibility. The bunker is obvious and it is easy to fix.
You might want to take your stock out.
Tent is less easy to fix
Why?
and way less obvious.
For better like recoil, I guess.
I don't find it comfortable to have the stock on, but
You do you. I'm just saying.
just, I have to advance just to be lined up with my shoulder.
Well, it's not on submachine gun. It's on rifle. I have much more recoil than you have. Believe me.
And you get the fun weapon. You get to go.
Exactly.
I get to go. Pew pew.
Well, at least you have automatic on that weapon.
I wanted the big boom boom.
Well, you have to wait to the training.
If I can attend one,
Yeah.
because sometimes they are late, so I can't attend them because I'm occupied.
Skin issue. I'm joking.
Yeah.
You're good to go. They're good to go. Meaning it's starting. You can also tell your guys to join the Discord channel. Since they are also using. Meaning you can.
Sounded like we need to join the blue the radio.
Please join Blue
Yep.
4 voice on the radio. Thank you. Very not smart of them to tell us exactly where they're coming from, but alright.
What?
Red smoke.
You see the red smoke
Yep. It's kind of hard to not see it.
in the green?
Diversionary smoke, sure, it's kind of clear, but
Maybe they'll do the turnaround. Can't see shit with the fog.
At least you probably have better eyes than me.
Oh, I don't think so.
You haven't seen much combat yet, have you?
Well, with the training in the winter one, but not a real action.
I've been around for like 11 years.
100 meters? That's not 100 meters.
Maybe they come from the bushes.
I don't have orders to fire yet.
200.
I can't see shit in these. Too much fog. Do you see something?
Nothing.
We're looking at 30 right now.
There is another smoke.
Okay, we do a little trolling. If you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, I can see that. We just hold fire. No. Oh yeah. I really hope that at least picks them off. It'd be really funny if it did. You know, like, if they're gonna throw smokes, I'm just gonna throw a grenade into the smoke. And then what'll happen? You know? Yep, keep our eye out on the side. They get in there and you're pretty fast. Admittedly.
I don't even know how they can see anything in the fog.
Why do you think I'm keeping my head down? I'm the machine gunner. I can't just... Dead.
You can't keep your head out, or you take a bullet in the head.
Bloody
Imagine...
bloody snipers, you know?
Huh? Yeah. Imagine I'm in a site just right now and I don't know and just I fall down on the ground. Like I say something stupid like, what? Do we help them on the left side? Or we keep looking on the right side?
I wasn't told to fire.
I think I have the worst eyesight possible because I can't see anything.
Skill issue. That is what we call a skirmish here.
Yeah, I know.
Smoke on the left
Should we
side.
look out? Yeah, on the
Uh,
smoke.
we haven't gotten orders.
Yeah. But the thing is, if we get shot from the left far side,
Alright, so status update for you all. See that big cloud of smoke over there? That's where they're trying to attack us from.
Oh.
Looks like. We spotted your MG.
oh shit!
Yeah, copy.
I told them, like, to make sure that they got it at least out of the trench. I don't know if they listened.
You want me to scare them a little bit?
They are pretty close. If you find them, light them up. You're clear to engage at this distance.
Copy.
I'm gonna go check on Nita. Nita, you up?
Well, maybe I will.
Oh. Got him. Reloading.
Alright, Alex.
Index.
Come back up to the bunker, to the middle aisle. I would call it again.
When I grab mag, I need to throw
There we
it.
go. Good work,
It just
Saxon.
hit weirdly.
If there is
Oh,
something
yeah,
I'm
they-
good at,
they
it's
do
machine
that
gun.
So I said I'm not gonna do that
I
again.
appreciate the effort. I always love a good machine gunning.
I have it in my blood.
Okay. I'll let the lieutenant do the. Do the
Okay.
feedback.
Colonial squad here on my right.
No, you're with them. You're not with
my
me.
right.
I need to get used to the new uniforms.
Just stand somewhere. I don't know. And in between each other. Okay. Pretty well low level, I would say. And, well, I only have to, of course, make it low level by design. But good work. Also good work on your side in terms of defending this place. The only like the things I'm looking at specific things, specific things you do as a team lead. That's the main part. That's why I'm also not really shot calling. Also, well, maybe I forgot to say, but shot call your own shots, but because I'm listening or I'm looking at specific things, not shot calling. Okay, well, yeah, you had a relatively simple scenario with the enemy immediately going away their position in smoke. You spotted them relatively early. They insisted on attacking on your left flank. Your MG was on the right flank. You and one other soldier were in the middle, or relatively left flank. You held them off. it was pretty good by itself. The things I was looking for was you less, or especially you, Trump, fighting less, more leading. Um, I saw you a lot of times also having your rifle on the edge of the, like on the wall of the trench, just looking out. Yes, you can do that, especially if it's quiet. But when the first shot is fired, which Mita did, or the was first apparently, then you need to coordinate. I guess you had a bit of you had it in the back of your mind that MG shouldn't fire yet, so you didn't go to the MG, but you definitely could have taken off Sully from the MG for now, and maybe be at the MG or in between. There's multiple ways to do that. It's not wrong. It's not the one I just said is not perfect. It's not the correct one. So there's a lot of cases where that could have went different. You did that. If
Put
you
your
did that,
goggles back if you don't have
and
them on.
whatsoever.
They're cluttering your
Yeah,
helmet
but not
otherwise.
a lot. But Oberfeldwebel, you said something.
Yeah, I have one thing to add. I actually saw, so when I started shooting on someone, they went into cover, but there is one simple rule, right? If you are not watching with your rifle actively at a target you're intending to shoot, you have to always seek cover. Like, really hide in cover. If you're not keeping an eye out for outside, then nothing of your body should be outside, okay? Especially the leader, if you're looking at your, everybody, like your men, you're, coordinating the squad, there's no reason your head should be popped out of the trench, right? You
Can I
can't
intervene?
afford to hide.
I would say you can definitely do that. And in this case, it was justified because I think the one you were talking about was Grum's head poking out here in the middle, but Mita was watching to the left. And
No,
they
I wasn't worried about. I
call-
was just saying, like, I wasn't saying for a specific scenario. I was just saying that it is a good thing holding your rifle in front of you. But if you're not actually watching the direction, like if you're not actually watching for a certain perimeter, looking elsewhere instead, it's better to be in cover. I wasn't speaking specifically for this scenario. I didn't get to shoot at anyone because everybody was in cover. The second thing I wanted to ask was, did you see me approach through that foliage or not until I, before I started shooting at you?
I saw somebody running where that hill is around there. I saw them like one person sprinting. I called him out,
Good.
and I was told to open fire, so I opened fire on him.
Okay, and the machine gunner actually spotted me and ended me. So, did you see me beforehand make the movement? Yes or no?
No,
want to know
no, I
if-
did. No, I did not. I just saw shots coming from there, so I'm taking some guessing game.
Camouflage works. The camouflage works. Good to know, because I was there for like a good 15 minutes trying to get that heads popping, playing whack-a-mole, and when I finally shot, I immediately got gotten. But at least I got 15 minutes of looking at you without getting shot, which is a success. Besides that, I have nothing to add.
Great. And we
Game
can
was
move
very
on
good.
to the next one. I have nothing much to add. Just keep in mind what I said. It's definitely not the perfect thing, but yeah. I think we will stay in this constellation, especially because I want to train you three. Next one up for team lead from you two. Volunteers.
I get.
You can go ahead of me, Saxon, if you want to. I'll go last if it's
yeah,
alright.
I'll guess. I'll guess I'm the one.
You two go to the upper turn. I'm going to. That's
Give me 1 second. Just going into. I'm just going to go into that one. Let me get my helmet on and stuff. Let's see here. Beta, you continue to be the role you are, and you can be the machine gunner if you want to. Yeah. Yeah, please don't wear that camo.
It'd be kind of funny if I did.
Yeah, but
It'll be the
kind of
equivalent
visible.
of being Mika with the wings.
You will
that
you will stay with the machine gun as their assistant. I give you guys the freedom that you guys want. If you guys do spot enemies, feel free to open fire. I would rather you do that than get absolutely doomed. Yeah. I don't know what direction they came from. They pretty much said that anything in this installation up to their bunker is free game, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Just. That was the last exercise, though.
You can set the squad up as before. I'm switching the positions, and well, there's definitely going to be something different. You're not going to change yet. If we have enough time in the end, we might. But you follow me. Hmm. So, your main area to cover is what? Let me get up here. Is this again the same amount of degree, pretty much, that you need to cover from the last one, and you should mainly use trench here. And you cannot cannot go behind the bunker again. But you can use this part of the trench here.
So
Yeah,
all the way
this
to
corner.
the end there.
This corner. You can use the corner here, but don't go behind the the bunker, or further than this corner here.
Yeah, but you said that we could be inside the bunker. Is that it?
Well, definitely, but
And we know that
just don't go as I said, like here, this trench, and then you can go into the bunker, but nothing towards this side or the back side or. Okay, that's it pretty much.
Okay.
But that's all you can use. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Then set up.
Okay. So machine gunner, in that case, I want you in the bunker. You have full freedom to fire when you see enemies.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
A bunker, I mean, is fun. It's very hidden. It's very easy to suppress a bunker because we have like 2 windows available to us. I would rather be in a trench.
All right. In that case, I'm trying to think what would be best in that case. Yeah, in that case, machine gunner, I want you in that trench over there.
Understood?
As I said, if you see any enemies, feel free to fire at will.
Alright.
Here, assistant gunner, you go with them. And you and me. We will stay come over here.
Copy that.
How's it going?
Yeah, I can sit right here.
Yep.
If they're watching that right side, we can watch the center and I can watch the left.
Yeah, I'm going to stay over here.
Alright, copy that.
Tell me when you're ready and set up, because the others are.
We are pretty much set up.
Great, I will tell them. So,
Your ammo.
we're good to go.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. If you wanna, yeah, I know you wanna make NCL soon. That's why I've offered if you wanna go first in case we run out of time.
Yep. I'm going to go and check up the machine gunner.
Copy.
if you guys could be a little bit more spread out, just to cover a little bit around this area over here, that would be best.
Understood.
INC, move, vehicle.
Wiggle. Fuck. Give me again.
We smoke?
Armored vehicle
Yeah,
coming in
throw
hot.
smoke. Beta, if you can, take out that fucker.
It is 30 meters in front of the trench line, right at the center. I can't do much about it.
Well, I'm also going to throw smoke, and you can see, and you can maybe take and throw at it.
Copy that. Where should I smoke out?
Anything where you think it's safe. Fuck. What?
I was like to do my job.
Yeah. What's that?
Progress on taking out that vehicle.
Copy. What's that?
Shot front plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
INC is down.
I confirm destruction of armored vehicle.
Yeah, copy.
Hell yeah.
Good job.
Take the DPR, but Isaac can go for them.
It wasn't
Beam
a
as
very
much
good,
as you can.
Placement.
Yeah, over there. Hold on, I'm going to run over to the others. You guys good?
Except from the grenade that was over there that fucked my arm up.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well.
That's
I'm assuming does it.
Make sure
And they
you
go up on the aisle, just on the
where we have a
other side. And
One second, I have voices in my head.
The smoke was on the ground, so I couldn't grenade you guys.
Yeah, you need to get it back in and then back out so that it works.
You know it's
someone
not
recall
to shoot in the
everything,
front
please?
plate.
There's a smoke
Yeah, you
grenade
gotta
running
pin.
rampant right now.
Yeah.
Someone needs to pin their grenade mines off.
the smoke grenade back
You
and
need to
come
tell
back
Black
up
Arm at all times. You're
Saxon,
right.
was that
here
you?
on the usual place, just on the opposite side of the bunker.
And then you quickly put
Come on
them
back.
on.
Grenades. Pin reset. There you go.
Quickly.
Yeah, is that clear? Okay, guys, it's like the pants. When you take them off, it's only to take a piss, and once you're done, you just don't walk around with that shit swinging all around, okay?
Understood.
Pad that back in. Don't want to see that shit. Now back to the lieutenant, everyone. Come on.
I think I've gotten the most horrifically close MG3 kill of the entire like history of this army.
I think no,
Trust me.
it's mush.
Gets
I'm definitely
way-
watching the video later.
well, in my opinion, better. But yeah. Okay, good, quick scenario. Well, that's what I wanted, pretty much. So we have a little bit of time for the last scenario. We might go a little over time. I know that might be a problem for you. If you definitely need to leave, just tell me. I'm gonna be in your voice, of course. And just go. For the others, also okay. But going to the next scenario, we are going to take onto the usual top 4. But the last one of the Panzer Grenadiers that are going to be trained as leaders, Meter, From Fiora.
So do we do defense, or do they get to? Do they
Yeah,
get
let
to
me
suffer the benefits?
Let me think a little. But yeah, I pretty much know what I'm doing. Yeah, you two are going to defend the place direction this. You see that big tree here? Lone standing tree? That's the right border. And you see that tree group
Yes,
here?
I got it. That's the left border. Yep.
That's the left border. That's what you can set up. I will get in
Verständlich.
this direction in the middle with the others and set them up. You can set up your
Sure.
things. You can definitely, one thing to note for you, because you are just two people, you can move a little quicker. You can move, or you
Oh,
can,
don't
if
worry
you
about
definitely,
it.
yeah.
It's gonna
You-
be
you-
harder
you
for
know-
them than
you
for
know it.
us. It's
You
gonna
know
be
it,
harder
okay.
for them than for us. No problem. Good luck.
Okay, good. Good. I love some challenge. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't my best performance.
Wait, so we attack now?
Yes.
Oh, ah, shit.
I mean, I would go further, but we're gonna start here, I guess. But I have an idea on how I can help you a little in this scenario. It's not an obvious scenario, it's a little difficult. Aside from Mita, who feels fit to play the Marder in VR? No?
What me to try to play the border?
No. Mita is the team lead.
No, I think he meant like himself, like him, like he was offering.
Oh, you want to? You can play
Yeah,
the Marder.
he was saying Emmy.
Gabby,
Okay, yeah. Then take the Marder.
Gabby.
It's
Yeah.
relatively quick. I did put in a little bit of a buffer. So that we have a little bit of. Well, you two know how where to see it. Okay, you do. In this case, you need you're going to activate the Panzerfaust. It's relatively self-explanatory. So just activate the Panzerfaust so you have it on your back. Radio manual, combat, Panzerfaust 3, active.
Might I suggest
There you
against this, as they are half body, which fucks the Panzerfaust.
Yeah. Just
Alright,
good.
alright.
I just want to see it, and if Mita has to, then they can use it.
Gotcha.
That's the thing. If in any case it happens that you want or need or Mita order is to fire the Panzerfaust, you need to put on held. And yeah, same as the usual. If you fired, just on fire. Anyway, you can mount up. Isaacson, you pretty much know the standard one of the Marder, so open the top hatches.
Yep.
Well, we don't need to open the back hatches, but have the seats open or activated. What I want to see from you, Isaacson, is that you take one position either here on the left with a little bit of a ridge line.
Where you want me?
Or here in the middle between some bushes or on the right side, but still a little covered between the or behind the ridge, so you can support them. They need to do an assault, well, preferably in this case left side. That's a help for you, Mita. Left side is the assault. It would be the better case.
Right. Oh, that's right. Bunker's over there. Okay,
Yeah,
I see. That's
you
what you mean
can-
now.
But I want to see an immediate. Okay, what I want to see is Armada drives up, gets hopefully fired upon, but survives. Doesn't matter what they have or whatever. If they fire upon you, reverse to this position, you dismount, you try to flank from the left. Meanwhile, the Marder is getting into position either here, firing on the defensive positions, or getting further up there. You see that little hill behind the bushes, or like in front of the bushes for our case. Get position, get the security and the fire on the enemy position, and meanwhile you make the assault on the left side. That's my plan. You can differ, but well, let's get this rolling. Mount. A little bit of a short time. Hope you have ordered them for some things previously.
Alright, since we're not really engaging from the Martyr very much, we're just going to be pushing in, getting engaged, and pulling back. IFP's going to push back, and then we're going to dismount and flank left. So positions don't really matter, but once the IFP takes fire and pulls back, we will get out of the back, and we will push straight back out of line of sight behind one of the berms over here with the hills, and just get out of sight and go from there.
Where do you want me again? Over to the left?
Try that, the right hand side, yeah, with the bushes, like he said.
So to the right, got it.
Yeah.
You said you don't care where they feed, but I want to see the correct order that we train on.
Yes,
Maybe
like
you
the
can
leader
help.
is in the middle.
Leader's in the middle, yes.
MG can go over here where this the hatch
On the
is.
right side, yes, correct.
Panzerfaust, you can go on this left side over here, where this hatch is over on
Not
this side.
usually a Panzerfaust, but yes, correct. Okay, good. Then you're good to go. Because they are definitely good to go.
We only dismount when I give the order to.
Very, very
Alright, should
good.
I even bother poking out of the hatch, or...?
It's up to you. If you're feeling lucky, you could.
Usually we do, in any case.
Yeah, in that case, go ahead.
Alright.
I'm not used with
You are
this in the VR, but I'll try my best.
What?
Hmm?
What?
I was just saying I'm not really used to this in VR, but I'll try my best.
Yeah. As long as you can give suppression when you're standing, then
Yeah, of course.
because usually the Marder also can't fire on you. Well, can.
Pop up your material.
You're good to go. I'm going to tell the others. Let's make this a relatively quick one, hopefully.
Copy. Just like a blitz.
You want me to take up the door?
Yep, close up the door. Keep the hatches open.
Copy. Ready to go to your orders.
Alright, push forward, like I said, right side of the bushes. If you take heavy fire, pull back.
Copy.
You only reverse if you're getting fired on by
Could you hear anything of that?
The moment you get shot at by a Panzerfaust, you pull back.
Copy.
Eyes up on that bunker. Eyes
Thanks,
up
fool.
on the bunker.
Anything? Oh,
I see a head right side.
Feel free to open
Pick
up on it.
Down though. Gotcha.
'Cause they definitely know you're there by now. IFV, you can
Yeah.
engage and suppress too if you see any targets.
Copy. But I'm trying to figure out
Well,
how to fucking
apparently
fire.
this MG doesn't get good depression either,
Yeah.
which is giving me
IFV,
good depression.
The thing is that the fucking gun won't fucking work.
Yeah, I know.
they're going right at us.
Copy.
Yeah, they are.
What's the orders?
We gotta do something about that, right?
Yes, suppress. Come on.
I'm fucking
IFV,
trying.
come on.
They're
I'm
out
not
of the
talking to
way.
you. IFV, you need to engage. You have a big gun. Use it.
I'm trying to fucking use it.
I don't think that Saxon has the depression either.
Yeah, I don't.
I can't
Now we're
stand
going.
Pushing up forward at least.
Yeah, you know what? That's enough for me.
I'm coming up to the trench now.
if I can use the stop.
I don't know what the fucking controls it is.
Damn, you got lit up. Copy that.
Yeah, I got
If
lit
you
the
want.
fuck up.
Someone near the bunker.
stand it.
I'm trying to fucking figure out how this
Gotcha.
fucking shit work.
We're in the bunker.
Last bunker. Reloading.
Next to the trench. Thank you. I have. Much appreciated.
Yes, deal. Like they're heavily suppressed right now. Head poke down on the tracers.
That's, really is $1 billion of damage to one guy situation, isn't it?
Alright, listen up. Sully, you're going with me. We're gonna get into the trench and we're gonna push them hard. IFV, you're gonna keep suppressing them. When the head pokes out, you light him up.
Copy.
Understood?
Copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me what's in.
When we get a chance, we're gonna get out and we're gonna push them in the trench and meet the
Door
left
door
side.
going
Copy?
down. Door going down.
Go. Left side.
Pushing back for Morty. Morty's mode, dispersion buff mode.
IFV, reposition and flank left side hard.
Where our teammates are.
I don't know.
Oh wait, no, they're those two. That makes sense.
Continue.
I found him!
Who did you
Hey,
find?
back up just a little bit. Back up just a little bit. Alright, they're right in front of the bunker. Like from where we originally were. Yeah, back up just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. In case they didn't understand it the first time. How dead they were. Alright, you're good. See where I'm shooting? That's where they both were.
Where?
Gotta reload.
Hold on, copy.
Anyway, see those traces? That's where they were. Both of them.
Index.
All clear, index.
Well, I'm gonna dismount.
Yep.
All gonna dismount.
They are. And they do
I wasn't nice that you guy was shooting from the tank and was just sitting inside like.
Don't laugh. I'm pretty sure I hit one of you on my domain.
The reason why I stayed in the IV is typically you don't know.
Alright, you all come to the aisle that I'm on. Okay, wait, hold on. You are all here.
You guys had fun.
Isaac, you
shooting
can
from
stay
the
in the
tank,
Marder
we
if you
were
want.
just sitting inside
Copy
and
that.
Just don't lock the turret because you look like some ass who is I don't know.
The turret is locked, sir.
Okay. Oh, I'm still playing. Great. There, you three are there. And, okay, great. I loved what I saw. I always love it when I see this vehicle. But still, for the scenario, pretty good approach. You're relatively lucky that they had no Panzerfaust. Was relatively late when I told them that they can have a Panzerfaust, but they chose not to.
Oh, no, I voluntarily made it easy for them just to see if they were able to attack a trench, which
even they are Panzer Grenadiers, even with a Panzerfaust in their face, they can manage that.
I sure hope
what's
so.
that? Which I hope so, indeed. Yeah. You noticed pretty, well, in my view, you noticed pretty early that they didn't have AT, so you stood there, you didn't make the withdrawal. What I saw, you were standing way too long on this position. Way too long on this position without dismounting or doing anything.
Yeah,
you're
I hesitated.
relatively lucky that mortar barrage didn't kill anybody. I saw some close shots. I saw some close shots from Marder even. When you I saw when like you entered at the trench when at the exact same time pretty much when the barrage was hitting. So I didn't count that definitely, but keep in mind you will. I see you. You will see that in the Panzer Grenadier training. the veterans or the ones that have been there or on a couple of other trainings for the Panzer Grenadiers know that that's our most vulnerable time span. We are sitting duck. That needs to be fast so that that guy can move. Okay? You need to do something. You don't have mobility for nothing. But I don't know whose fault is that. I don't want to point on anything. So all good. You survived it. Was a little bit of a delay. So lucky you, I guess. You had 2 people assaulting the trench, and the Marder arrived the machine gunner. Well, the machine gunner stayed on the Marder, but Marder taking the different route, which was pretty good. Like, they were firing into the trench on a different angle. Pretty well done. Meanwhile, you have the trench on this side. Nita, I gotta say, I didn't look specifically on the other leader things, like on the leader side, or as much as on Ram and Isaacson. But what I saw, especially at the end, was that you went down the trench alone. And you can do that.
Well, I ordered Sully to suppress while I was flanking the right side to keep him down so they couldn't see it coming.
Okay, well, I was coordinated, so all good. I'm still not a fan of the leader going off of on their own. You know, you don't have many people to work with, but still. In this case, it was just me missing the whole point. But keep that in mind. Yeah, nothing much else. I like the way you fought mounted on the Marder. I didn't like the way that you dismounted. You took way too long. That's what I'm getting at. Otherwise, look at this. What they did.
Yeah, I expected you to dismount a lot earlier, right? Because the IFV's purpose, like it, the thing is, you would have caught us in the first 5 seconds. Would you have had a dismount over, like, you know, in one side of the trench, and then have the Marder position themselves at the other end, right? Pincering us so that because we can keep throwing grenade at you as long as you don't lure us out of the trench. It's a trench, so the suppressing thing wasn't too stupid, you know, like getting to suppress us so we can poke out of the trench. But we know very well that there's enemy outside of the trench, so we won't poke our heads out. And we'll keep watching both ends of the hallways. That's what trench warfare is. Trench warfare is, you know very well that you can't, you know, get out of cover, but you can still defend your little ratty hole and make it a bastion, you know, that enemies have to go through. Otherwise, they will get fucked. So yeah, besides that, work on your grenade throws. I'm gonna make definitely a training to improve those. Because I was actually paying attention.
Technical things.
No, the technical things. That's. I didn't see any issue on my end. If you have any that comes up now or later, send them to my DMs because I need to go like now. So that's why I'm finishing up. So just work on your grenade throws because when to use the, for example, defensive positions, it's better to use frags. Smokes are useless, so use the frags. They're not useless, but like, you know, if you can't see where the enemy's coming from and they can't see you, then they can go in the trench and they can kill you. So if you're in a trench, smoke in a trench, not too useful. I have to go. Thank you very much for attending the event. Blah blah blah. I'll have to go. Oxveld, Lieutenant. Oxveld, everyone. I will see you in the later one.
Well, I don't want to make it a lot longer. If you have anything for the event for the avatar, you can send it to me. Especially for the avatar, you can send it to the ghost. Otherwise, I'm happy that especially you three attended. Very happy about that. I'm also happy that you attended. I'm also happy that you attended. know. But especially for you. So, not gonna keep you much longer here. If you have anything, we're gonna cut the feedback short. If you have to go, go now. If you have time and want to tell me something right now, then say it and tell me that. I'm gonna be here for a couple of minutes. Otherwise, Auxwell, you are dismissed.
Axveld.
Axveld.